This morning, just a few hours ago, Elon Musk and Tesla Giga Berlin suddenly got unexpected ministry support. A German ministry defended digital discussions on Tesla Giga Berlin after criticism. In this report, friends, I'm going to tell you which ministry it was who friended Tesla, what criticism it was, and what it means for Giga Berlin's final approval. This happened just this morning. Welcome back, dear friends. This is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. If you are here first time, please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla news that happens within hours and ring the bell so you don't miss my next coverage. And also please give us thumbs up if you find this report helpful. So the RBB, Brandenburg's public radio, is reporting that the more than 500 new objections to the planned Tesla Gigafactory Giga Berlin will be discussed as before, but this time only by email, only digitally. After several severe criticisms, the ministry issued a position on Friday, but we learned about this morning. The Brandenburg Ministry of the Environment defended the plan on Friday to have the objections submitted to the Tesla Giga Berlin plant discussed digitally, with 814 people who have now submitted objections. The previously planned room capacities would not be sufficient for a debate on site. Friends, this is the third round of objections and discussions for Giga Berlin. The first time was the biggest. 400 plus objections, I think 370 something and 400 round objections. Second time it was less, and the third time it was going really low, around 44 at some point, and then in the last few days it jumped to 814. Citizens and environmental associations had criticized that a real discussion could not take place if the objections of the 814 people were only discussed in an email exchange. Older people in particular exclude this procedure, criticized Stefan Schocht from the Grünheide Citizens Initiative. The opposition party Die Linke described the decision on Friday as incomprehensible and said, after all, the last public hearing in the town hall in Erkner took place under pandemic conditions, said a letter from the left to the State Environment Ministry. The ministry, on the other hand, justified itself in a message on Friday that the town hall in Erkner, the largest event location in the region, had already been reserved for a presence appointment. However, since so many objections had been received at the end of the objection period, the hall was no longer sufficient. Basically, the government agreed in-person objections against Tesla Giga Berlin's changes, including the battery factory, about which I have an update today, and I will mention that in this report. But now the government says, hey, there are 814 people, we don't have enough place, so we have to go digital. The good thing about digital that it probably will be less passionate discussion, and also it may slow down a little bit because you have to send 814 explanatory emails. Some will be long, some will be short, but who knows, it may even speed up the process of the final approval of Tesla's Giga Berlin factory, leading to the October 9th public visits of Giga Berlin, tour of Giga Berlin, which may, who knows, maybe Elon Musk on October 9th will announce a final permit with the government. Now, back to this 814 objectors. How the 814 people have to be granted access to the discussion in order to carry out the procedure in a legal, secure manner. Even if only a part of the objectors will take part in person, the interest in the procedure is so high that the space in Erkner is insufficient, the ministry announced. It is not possible to split the hearing as this is not provided for in the law. The State Environment Ministry estimates the transparency of the online consultation to be at least as high as on-site appointments, since both Tesla's and the authorities' statements are publicly available. Now, Tesla had to interpret its plans for the third time, friends, Giga Berlin. The public hearing is part of the public participation in the approval process for the new Tesla plant in Grünheide. Since Tesla had changed its plans again and again, the company had to interpret the building applications for a third time in June. A discussion on earlier plans had dragged on for 8 days. Now, Speaking of Giga Berlin, and mostly these changes and discussions are due to the battery factory, we're getting some updates that Tesla is continuing with the construction of the battery factory at Giga Berlin, which will produce the innovative 4680 tabless battery cells. Construction crews continue to install reinforced concrete pillars, and the first cross beam has just been installed. Video reviews of the construction progress of Giga Berlin give a good idea of what is happening at the Tesla construction site in Germany. During another drone fly, our friend Jürgen, who tweets at GF for Tesla, noticed that the construction of the battery factory had reached a new milestone. On August 27, the first crossbeam was installed to support the building that will produce the world's most innovative battery cells. Now, in my next report, I will give you some updates on where this is going and on more detailed update on Giga Berlin. Now, when I was looking at Giga Berlin's discussions, comments, most of these objections are about the water, and what people are saying in my, some of you were saying in my previous reports about Giga Berlin's discussions and public participation, like for example, Peter Broderson 3 days ago said, Tesla should build huge holding tanks and save all the rainwater their roofs could collect. Colin VP below advice is right on. I have to fast forward because you repeat yourself so often. It's about me, friends. I'm trying to improve on this one. So other people are saying plenty of water, not enough water. Which is it? How many jobs is Tesla creating? Let's focus on that. How many additional taxpayers there will be because of Giga Berlin? How many new customers to local retailers? Figure it out and expand your waterworks, says Lee Wilson. In fact, speaking of jobs that Elon Musk is creating, Elon Musk recently shared a rather interesting update on Twitter. His companies now employ about 110,000 people worldwide. This is quite impressive, right? Considering that in the grand scheme of things, Tesla, SpaceX, and Elon Musk's other ventures are still just getting started. Musk update came as a response to a Tesla bull on Twitter who inquired if his companies had already reached the 100,000 employee milestone. Elon Musk's response revealed that his companies had not only met their 100,000 employee mark, they had already passed it. Okay, and Musk's update came as a response to a Tesla bull. Elon Musk did not actually share further details about his company's worldwide employee headcount, though there is a good chance that the lion's share of his workers today are in the United States and China, of course. But once Giga Berlin comes online, Giga Berlin will also have its own huge share. These are the two countries where Tesla, one of Musk's largest companies, has operational vehicles production plant, after all, meaning United States and China. Friends, considering that Tesla is yet to start operations in its two new vehicle production facilities in Europe and Texas, the EV maker's worldwide employee headcount would probably grow even more rapidly in the near future. Gigafactory Berlin is still expected to start Model Y production in Germany later this year, between October and December, hopefully. And the same is true for Giga Texas, which I reported over the weekend that it has already started the pre-production of the first Model Y, and then Tesla covered it the same day once the picture image of the first pre-produced Giga Texas Model Y was leaked in the media. Check out my reports. Those are very interesting news stories there. And I have an update on that. Looks like another update is coming from Texas today. Now, both facilities are expected to employ thousands of workers as they ramp their vehicle production, as they do that, and as they launch their own dedicated battery cell plants. I mean Giga Berlin and Giga Texas. It should also be noted that the roughly 110,000 employees that Elon Musk mentioned are only those directly hired by companies per se. The numbers for indirect jobs related to his projects, such as Tesla's supply chain, are likely even more impressive. In fact, I reported just an hour ago that Tesla is talking to suppliers in India for a possible gigafactory, or possible, which is giving us a hint for a possible, at least in production line in India. But I have a question back to Giga Berlin. Question: why did the Germans allow this factory to go ahead if there is insufficient water? If anyone can answer, let me know, friends. But there is no final permission yet. Keep in mind mind. Problem is that Tesla keeps changing its plans, but it's not a problem. Well, that was a quote actually from my comments. The initial application, for example, did not include the battery factory. On the other hand, Tesla did already find ways to reduce its water usage. They have to keep working on that, but you know how is this working. Local politicians wanted to have Tesla there. They probably did not listen to concerns from experts telling them there could be a problem with water supply, but I hope they find a solution. And I'm sure they will find a solution, but because look at how many jobs Tesla is going to bring to Giga Berlin. Let me know your thoughts, friends. What do you think about the online discussions of public participation? In the meantime, this is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla and electric vehicle news. Friends, you gave me your valuable time listening to this video. In return, I want to leave you with a lasting value as well. In the book of Proverbs, it says, ill-gotten treasures have no lasting value, but righteousness delivers from death. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the craving of the wicked. Let's do the right things in everything we do, friends, in everything we say, and in everything we think. You will never go hungry if you do that. Treating people right, in other words, treating people the way you would want to be treated by them. Have a great day. God bless you, everyone. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section below, and I'll see you soon in our next report.